Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Project Regenesis here on Jurassic World Evolution 2. If by somehow this is the first episode of this series that you're watching right now, essentially we're rebuilding Jurassic Park Operation Genesis in Jurassic World Evolution 2. And if you haven't checked out the first two episodes, please go ahead and do so, because I think you might be able to take some inspiration from this mod pack. So yeah, I think that the park is coming across quite nicely. The only issue now is that by the time I'm recording this, yes, a new update and DLC have been confirmed for Evolution 2, which means that the game will update and this mod may not be usable no longer. So I'm not too sure what's going to go on with this save file. I'll have to speak to the creator of the mod and see what happens with that. Because I'll be honest, I'm very nervous because this is a park build that's actually doing quite well on the channel, and it's a park build I'm enjoying as well. So I don't really want it to die like my winter park build. My goodness, it's annoying. We've got a feather DLC coming, which would be perfect for the winter park build. But the issue is, the winter park build doesn't bring in any people whatsoever, unfortunately. Maybe about 5,000 people, 3,000 people. So yeah, it's not really doing great for the channel, unfortunately. So hopefully I can try and do a similar park build maybe. We'll have to play around with that, see what we can do. But yeah, so a new update is on the way, and unfortunately I'm not too sure what's going to happen to this save file. So this may be the last episode. So I'm going to see how much I can do for the time being, and see what is possible and what's doable. I know I did want to get a trike going in there. I know maybe I wanted Allosaurus, or at least one large theropod carnivore here. So I think that's what we're going to be doing today. It's essentially building the Carnivore Junction I wanted up here. So along with doing so, I'm trying to scout out this area, because I did mention that I did kind of want this to kind of connect here and be one enclosure as well. But I'm not too sure what carnivore might be best suited for that. And again, I just remembered that we'll probably have to use... Is it this one? Yeah, this fence as well. So obviously that doesn't connect up and match that one. But I used to do that in my JPOG Park builds ages ago. So it's not really the end of the world anyways. So yeah, what I am going to try and attempt to do in this video is get 3 theropod carnivores and create Carnivore Junction that we wanted to districtize. Districtize, is that the word I'm looking for? We wanted to make over here. Obviously we do roughly at least 2 species an episode. So in the first one we had our gorgeous Ceratosaurs, which are over here, all 3 of them. They're really hanging out. We got interaction here? I think we did. Yeah, I like the look of the Ceratosaurs. I think all of the models have done amazingly. We've got Torosaurus over here, which is still arguably my favourite one, I'll be deadly honest. Over here we have another Ceratopsian, which is Styracosaurus from JPOG, looking gorgeous as ever. And then over here, which is something I do want to swap out, is Albertosaurus. Where is an Albertosaurus? Down here. I'm trying to see if there's one in better light. No. We've got 2 of them down here, which was the main showcase of our last episode. Do forgive me if I sound like I've got a cold. It turns out that our heating broke last night, and I woke up in the cold. So unfortunately, I think I might have a small cold coming, but hopefully not, because, you know, I've got a lot of content to be making soon. But yeah, I'm just trying to think this over, because I know that I wanted like a main attraction over here, and that's probably, I don't know, because I want T-Rex in there, but I don't at the same time. I want a bigger attraction for T-Rex, but I don't think this is suited for Spinosaurus. A possibility could be Carcharadontosaurus. Let me just see if I can upgrade these fences. I think, what about this one? Okay, I can upgrade them perfectly fine. Okay, yeah, so I think we might have something like Carcharadontosaurus hidden here, or possibly Allosaurus. Allosaurus might be a better shout, actually. So we'll definitely go ahead and rebuild an Albertosaurus exhibit, which kind of makes me think it might be better suited to just be here. It'd be like a kind of rectangular enclosure, which means that we can put maybe Acrocanthosaurus here and Carcharadontosaurus here. So I'm going to think this through, because I've got plenty of ideas, and I do want thicker paths than just one. I want something like this going on in Carnivore Junction as well. So give me a second whilst I think it through, and hopefully I'll have a plan for you guys. Okay, so I went ahead and I broke a few rules. And I didn't realise this until I actually did it. Silly me forgot that I can't use curved roads or curved paths, which is quite annoying because it looks really nice. It really does look nice, and I'm really annoyed that I did it because I wanted to stick to the rules here. But I guess sometimes you have to break them, right? So don't do what I did. I have broken a few rules, but I really like this idea where the path kind of like turns into something else. So you can go down here, whatever's down here, you can go down here, or you can go down here where you'll be able to experience like the carnivore section, let's say. I also want to decorate it just that little bit more, just to make it look a little bit better, although that might be a bit too cramped there. Again, we'll stick to one of the rules here, and we'll place fountains only for the time being. Looks nice. Yeah, so we've also built 3 exhibits. Now, from map view, one of them is definitely larger than the other. This one's definitely larger. It also looks like a head. We've got a weird kind of like zigzag pattern going on because we can't do curved fencing, although we did do curved paths. But yeah, so what I have noticed is that this one's also large enough for the Albertosaurus to live in, but it's not too much smaller than this one. So it has indeed got me thinking what to do with the dinosaurs, because obviously, you know, I'm taking up a lot of space now, and I still haven't even done my herbivore exhibit yet, and I haven't included so many dinosaurs. So I'm trying to think this through of what we can do. I do want a T-Rex thing here probably, so we'll probably start designing that in next episode if we're able to do so. Then we'll have our waterfall area, which loads of people were suggesting to put a Spinosaurus here instead, which I guess could be a good idea because this could be like the Spinosaurus Project Regenesis amalgamation kind of thing. I'm not too sure what to do. We'll probably just put a fence here and a viewing gallery, and then we'll just make this like blend in with the waterfall, I guess, and make it a Spinosaurus exhibit. I don't know. You guys seem to want that, so that's what we're going to go ahead and do. You might have noticed that I haven't really put any room here for a hatchery. That's because large carnivores, I always use the hatchery elsewhere, and I kind of like moved them. So based off large carnivores that we do have in JPOG, we have Acrocanthosaurus, we have Allosaurus, Carcharadontosaurus is also on that list, Spinosaurus is there, and Tyrannosaurus Rex. So if I nail it down, I haven't built the Rex exhibit yet. The Spinosaurus is going near the waterfall. We still have Velociraptors and Dilophosaurus to also put in as well. So yeah, unless I'm missing one, I think it comes down to these 3 large carnivores. So ideally, I think probably Acrocanthosaurus may... Yeah, okay, Acrocanthosaurus will be on its own because its batch size is 1:1, so I assume that means it can only live with one. So we'll put one Acrocanthosaurus in the big exhibit up north, then we'll put the Carcharadontosaurus next to it, and we'll move in the Allosaurus where the Albertos are, and we'll move the Alberto into the new exhibit that we built. I think that's how it's going to go down. Carnivore Junction's looking good already. I'm really happy with it. So what we are going to go ahead and do is modify the Acrocanthosaurus. We'll get an Acro on the way. We'll go skin color, save and exit. Begin task. Then we'll pop on over here and we'll get Allosaurus going as well. And then our final one is the Carcharadontosaurus, which I'm quite interested by its roar because a little bit of it in the base game of Evolution 2 sounds like the one from JPOG, which is quite interesting. But as you can see, the enclosures are very, very bare for the time being. So what we're going to do is speed build and build these enclosures so they look a little bit nicer. Okay, so the speed build's a little bit done now. We're just going through the process of trying to capture these Albertosauruses. Okay, there's another one there. There's another one on the loose somewhere. Not on the loose, but you know what I mean. This is quite fun in JPOG, but to do it yourself was a real big pain in the arse, I can tell you that for a fact. Oh, he's hunting though. He's hunting. Headbutt. And he eats. Nice. Yeah, so we're tranquilizing these guys because I think it's probably better to move them in firstly. And I just had a thought. As much as I would love the Acrocanthosaurus to be in the main big exhibit, I think it will probably be best to have Carcharadontosaurus in there just because we're going to have two of them. Because we can have two Allosauruses in here, which we'll probably have to upgrade defense for as well. And then we can have one Acrocanthosaurus in here and then two Carcharas in here. It just makes more sense, you know, two dinosaurs instead of one in one area. I don't know about you guys, but I'm happy to switch it around if you guys want to see them in different exhibits, I guess. We'll have to wait and see. We've created a nice little island here for our Albertosauruses, which, talk of the devils, we do need to put down some feeders. So we'll place down some feeders here, here. We'll also do the same here, and here. And then we'll kind of liven up this area a little bit because it's looking a bit bland. So we'll put a bit of the ornamental. I keep saying ornamental. I even say oriental in my head, but then I go ahead and say ornamental for some reason. I don't know why I say it. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I think a Carcharadontosaurus is probably best fit in here, and then Acro in here. Although it matches the Carchara a little bit better. I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. For the time being, we're going to go ahead and transport, if I remember how to do this. What the hell? Yes, there we go. We're going to transport these. I can do multiple ones, right? Yes, C, multi-select. 1, 2, 3. We go ahead and finalize selection, and we can place the Albertos in here. Nice. And hopefully they'll enjoy their exhibit because we have other bad boys on the way. We have the Acro, we have the Allo, and we have the Carcharadontosaurus. Very excited. We're going to wait for the helicopters to pass by, otherwise it's just going to be annoying sound from them, and then we'll release the dinosaurs, so bear with. Okay, so all of the helicopters have moved the Albertos in. Let's see how they're doing. They should be okay, right? Can't see them. Ah, they're over there. Okay, we've got one here, and we've got one over here as well. Interaction? Interaction. I like it. We'll probably still put one of these viewing galleries down here as well, just because that was the idea. You know, you can see the dinosaurs here, and you can see the dinosaurs here as well. So far, Carnivore Junction's looking real nice. I do like it. I like it a lot. In Carnivore Junction, we have Ceratosaurus, Albertosaurus, Acrocanthosaurus, and Carcharadontosaurus, as well as, you know, the gentle giants of Torosaurus. And I was also thinking, as much as I do want to put Gallimimus and Homalocephalae and all of that in with, you know, the large herbivores of Edmontosaurus, Parasaurolophus, Coryphosaurus, Brachiosaurus, Camarasaurus, all of that jazz, maybe they might be worth putting in with the Ceratopsians. I don't know, just a thought. Same with Dryosaurus as well. But without any further ado, I think we'll go ahead and release Acrocanthosaurus first, because there's only one of them, so it's only one to transport. So let's release this big boy. I'm excited to see how he goes.
We are pleased to announce our newest arrival to Jurassic Park, the terrifying Acrocanthosaurus. Fans of Dino Carnage will not be disappointed by this predator.
Wow. Just wow. Acrocanthosaurus was always a dinosaur in JPOG. I don't know, I liked, but I never really said anything about my likeness towards him. And every time I had a mod, it replaced the Acrocanthosaurus. So I never really got to spend too much time with the Acro in JPOG, but I'm spending time with him now. I'm spending time with him now. It's not quite as good as the one from Evolution 1. The mod from Evolution 1 made it a little bit brighter, and I think it does need to be a tad bit brighter in my opinion. Either way, I'm not complaining. We have an Acrocanthosaurus from JPOG here. Again, if you want your name to be the Acrocanthosaurus, feel free to subscribe to one of the Patreon levels in the Patreon. You can find a link in the description for that. But in the meantime, let's shoot this guy in the face and get him over to his exhibit, which will be over here. So far, I'm liking it all. I'm liking it. Yeah. And then You see, they're not using all of their enclosure, which is making me think that it might be a little bit better to maybe put sauropods here instead. But then that makes me think, what the hell is going to go on here? I guess I can put some sauropods in here as well. I don't know. Maybe Carcharadontosaurus in here for the time being, and I'll see how I like it. I think that might be a shout, but we'll only do that once we have the Triceratops on the go and getting it done. Because to be honest, I quite like the idea of having this here for the time being. Or maybe we can get the Triton now. I don't know. I'm trying to think this through. The Acro's shot in the face. He's asleep, so let's get him going. Get him into his new exhibit. Yeah, I'm still trying to think this through. I'm not too sure what to do. I might release the trike now, but then again, I wanted it in a thumbnail because it's so nostalgic. So yeah, I don't know. I was going to release the trike, and then when I want the Carcharadontosaurus, sorry, going, then I was going to build here. I don't know. I'll leave that to you guys. Give me your opinion. Should we have a big herbivore exhibit with sauropods here? We'll probably do that anyways, and it'll make it drivable, drive through. Or do you want... Oh god, I can't go there because it's not screen locked. Or do you want the sauropods here? I don't know. I can't make up my mind, and I'm annoying myself now. Alright, we'll wait for the Acro to keep going. Speed up time a little bit. Look at him. Asleep. That's it. I do wish they had like a JPOG mod for this game where it was the old school one, where like kind of scoop them from under the ground and then pick them up. It was a very weird one, but a very cool one nonetheless. Here we go. The Acro's dropping in. Hey, mister. Just wakes up immediately. Nice. I like the spine on it. I do. And then he goes into the wilderness. Can't hear you, mate. I can't hear you. But yeah, so this is the Acro exhibit. I like it. Although, I did want to have another viewing gallery there. Because I didn't want this to get too busy. We'll have to wait and see how that goes. But then again, I have put a lot of trees here to make it look less busy, I guess. Alright, so next up on this list, we'll go in release order, or number order, shall we say, numerical order. We'll release the Carcharadontosaurus, and we're releasing 2 of them now. So, finally, the Carcharadontosaurus returns from JPOG.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are excited to announce our newest arrival from the bone beds of northern Africa, Carcharadontosaurus. Visitors disturbed by the sight of blood should consult a physician before viewing this magnificent dinosaur.
It sounds like it's from JPOG. I wonder how they did that. I want them to get all of the rights. I want them to do that, and we have such a nostalgic one. Because that sound you heard right there, that's no mod. That's in the base game. We pointed that out from day 1 or day 0 even, that it was the JPOG RAW. So I don't know how they got access to the JPOG RAW. We have an interaction already. Or is it a fight? There's an interaction. That is cute. That's so cute. But yeah, no, the JPOG RAW is somehow in Evolution 2. Maybe that was one of the RAWs that they lost rights to, and it was in the public domain, free to use. Who knows? Either way, I'm just happy. I'm happy because it kind of makes it a little bit more nostalgic without the need of consistent mods. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, but from what I've been told, generating mods with sound files when it comes to dinosaur roars can be either very tricky or next to impossible to do. So unfortunately we're living life without for now. But either way, it's nice that at least one dinosaur in the game sounds like its original counterpart. Okay, so we've got the dinosaurs landing in now. The Carchara took it on the chin a bit too much there. But yeah, I haven't actually checked this out yet. So, oh, we do have multiple cameras. Oh, that's bliss. Oh, that's so cool. That makes life so much better. So much more nostalgic as well. Oh, hell yeah. I love it. I love it. Where's the Acro? Can we see the Acro from here? He's there somewhere. I don't see him. He's definitely not broken out, is he? Now I know what it feels like to be a park manager. Because I don't see the animal. I know it's in the enclosure, but what if it's not? Like, I see the goat. The goat is fine there. Don't see anything else though. Where is the Acro? Okay, yeah, I thought so. I thought he'd be all the way down here. I thought he would because I couldn't see him anywhere else. But at the same time, I didn't think he would because it's just water, like loads of water. So, yeah. Has he taken up all of his enclosure, actually? Yeah, there we go. He's enjoying it. The Carcharas are going to expand. Tell you what, if he's upset... No, okay, we don't have the social needs on. But if they don't expand their exhibit over here, give it time, obviously. But if they don't do it, then I'll probably swap them around, to be honest. Because as you can see, the Acro is pretty much pushed to the brim on its enclosure. So, they're concerned about lack of shelters. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to put a new shelter here as well. Where is the shelter? There it is. Can I put emergency bunker somewhere? I can put it there. We're going to put it there. So we have a new emergency bunker there. There you go. Right, so the next one and the last one to do is Allosaurus, which will be released into here. Which, my dumbass, I've just realised I already have a hatchery for that area. Oh, I'm so smart. I am so incredibly smart, you have no idea. Let's release them anyway. Let's see if they look like they're JPOG counterparts.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome mighty Jurassic meat eater, Allosaurus, to our park. Be sure to see
I don't remember it being too red. I think it was more brown than red. But either way, the skull has definitely been remodeled. I never really liked Allosaurus because it was always aggro. Like every single time when something broke out for my JPOG park builds, it would be because of this bloody geezer here. I couldn't get over it, to be honest. It was just Allosaurus after Allosaurus. And he just looked like a stuck-up child with his teeth out, his posture, and then he sounded really like that the whole time. Like so boring, old, dull. So I did really rinsing into the Allosaurus here. But I'm telling you, he got me pressed. He got me pressed, I'll be honest. Every single Dino Rampage, every single breakout was because of the JPOG Allosaurus. Every single guest death, well not every single one, but a lot of them was because of JPOG Allosaurus. And never social interaction. How nice. How nice. But yeah, I mean, it was just so irritating. It was very irritating. But now they're in Evolution 2. Hopefully they won't cause me too many problems. Well, they shouldn't, because I don't believe anything is on. No comfort or anything. I'm still really annoyed that I didn't just realise, hold on, there's a hatchery here. Like, I even thought, I went through this and I was like, let me add additional bays. No, hold on. Yeah, let me add additional bays so that I can get 3 going at one time. I thought I was being smart by doing that, but no. Oh, the irony. Okay, so they're starting to move over now. The helicopter sound's going to really annoy me. So I'm going to go and upgrade the fence, because they need high security fence. Unlike the Albertosauruses, which I think they were fine on low security, not even medium security. So, yeah. Final touches, and done, I believe. Let's double check. Yep, the whole fence is completely upgraded. So yeah, we'll wait for the Allosauruses to drop in. And then we'll have an overview and we'll discuss and review what else we're going to do. Because again, I don't know what I'm going to be able to do, because I want Tyrannosaurus, Spinosaurus, and then somehow Dilophosaurus and Velociraptor here. So we'll have to wait and see. Meanwhile, all the herbivores, the rest of the herbivores are probably going to go in there, which might actually make this a really short series. Maybe about 5 episodes, 6 episodes maybe? We'll have to see about that. Well, I didn't think it would be that short. We'll wait and see. I think probably to make it a little bit more spicier, let's say, it might be better to turn on like some environmental needs, all of that stuff. So in case the dinosaurs do want to break out, they can break out, and it adds more to the episode, I guess, because, you know, a park build's great and all, but JPOG, it was all about the chaos. Something broke out in that episode. People were like, oh shit, how are you going to sort this out? And they watch you sort it out. So if you guys are intrigued about that, you want to see the dinosaurs break out, feel free to let me know in the comments as well, because I feel like that's very important. Because at the moment, it's literally just a really boring park build at this point in time. But nonetheless, we do have the Allosauruses arriving into their exhibit. You know what? I like it. Ooh. Hello. I like it a lot. Yeah, my favourite. Not my favourite. Torosaurus, I think, still is my favourite. Acrocanthosaurus had a chance, but it just wasn't bright enough. Yeah, well, they're both chilling in here. I think they'll be alright with their exhibit. They're expanding their territory. They should be okay with that size. If not, I'm kind of buggered, I'll be honest with you, because this is the whole plan. But I'm trying to think to myself, because I don't believe Albertosaurus and Ceratosaurus were the only ones of that size. Okay, Carcharadontosaurus has practically filled up or her exhibits now, or the size of it. So let me go through the roster quickly, because I have a feeling that there was another medium-sized carnivore in the game, because we have all of our dinosaurs from JPOG in this game now, but something is telling me that it can't just be those two. And the thing is, I've played with so many JPOG mods that I don't know what was in the base game anymore. I know Werosaurus was technically a deleted dinosaur, however I don't think that there's any skin. Yeah, no JPOG skin, although they did have a skin in the deleted files, so it would have been nice for them to be added. But let me take a look online for the roster and double check. Wow, no, yeah, I'm completely right in thinking that. So I was looking at the carnivore section. These are very nostalgic to look at, by the way. We've got T-Rex, Spinosaurus, Carcharadontosaurus, Allosaurus, Acrocanthosaurus, and then the medium carnivores are literally only Albertosaurus and Ceratosaurus, with Dilophosaurus and Velociraptors as the small carnivores. The rest are just loads of herbivores. Okay, so yeah, this might actually be a shorter park build than I anticipated it to be. Can I please get off this? I'm pressing. Thank you. Oh my god. But yeah, it might be a shorter park build than I expected it to be, unfortunately. We've still got peeps going down here, enjoying their time. I'm trying to think, how can I make this path thicker? It kind of needs it. I don't think I can without altering too much or making it a bit ugly. Okay, we've made the path a lot thicker, kind of like a main street. It looks like a figure of 8 going on there. Not too thick, but thick enough, let's say. So, I'm going to put down some decorations quickly. Fountains, obviously, because we have to use fountains only in this park build. I'll probably spread them out a lot more, to be honest. And then we'll probably try to only fit 2 here, maybe? Yeah, only 2 would do. Yeah, so, okay. Thick enough path. Should be better now to manage crowds. But anyways, thank you so much for watching today's episode. If you did enjoy today's episode, please do leave a like and share it around with your friends, because I really want to finish this park build. And the views, whilst they're not as good as the first episode in episode 2, they're still there, and they're good enough to make this series possible and to keep it afloat. So yeah, if you do want to see more of this, be sure to leave a like and show your support for the series. Comment down anything that I've discussed throughout the video, whether you want the Spinosaurus there, or to double check you want the Spinosaurus there, whether we should flip these dinosaurs around, who knows. But at the end of the day, I'm quite happy with how it's turning out. Again, I might move that path around because I do want a thingy-mabob there. Or maybe I can make this a thick path, have it as a main path, and then we can put dilos here, and then possibly, maybe, very possibly, delete that path and make this like a Velociraptor exhibit. We'll have to wait and see. Then T-Rex, Spinosaurus, and then that's done for the carnivores, and then we'll move over and we'll get the herbivores going there. When I think about the roster size, I don't know how I used to do it in JPOG. Wow. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like. Comment down your thoughts and opinions below. Don't forget to also subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. But most importantly, make sure you're all staying safe out there. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.